So,
hey everyone, welcome to the Magically Dynamics podcast. My name is Sam.
And I'm Steph.
And we are sisters from southeastern Wisconsin. We are knitters, crocheters. I am a general crafter, and we are the yarn dyers behind Magically Dyed Yarns.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really craft much other than that.
I've had a very crafty couple days because we have Teacher Appreciation Week this week.
Oh, gotcha.
And I can't just be normal.
Yeah, no kidding.
I have to be weird. I have to show
Gotta be extra.
Okay, so I forgot. They were doing like a big class present if you wanted to, but you were supposed to send in money by a certain date, and I totally forgot until like that weekend that it like after it was due.
Oh yeah, that'd be me.
And so I'm like, oh well, now I gotta. Luckily, our parent teacher board
PTA.
Yes,
Parent teacher
PTLS or something like that.
Okay.
I don't know what it stands for. I'm not part of it because I didn't want to. But they were great. So they sent out like this little form for all the teachers to fill out of things like their classroom wish list.
Oh, cute.
What their favorite drink is, their favorite snacks, their favorite sweet snacks.
That's super helpful.
So I just went out and bought stuff because his teachers have been great. My son has some difficulties, and his teachers and the principal have been absolutely wonderful. So
yeah,
yes, it's really nice when like if you have a child who causes problems, mine does. And like you have like a good support from the school who's like wanting to work with you to like work through the problems.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's been wonderful. So it's been hard, but
yeah,
it's so
good.
I got them the stuff, and then I'm like, well, I have to buy a bag. Well, if I want to do gift bags, it's going to cost me at least like $3-4 to get a bag to put all the stuff in, like a gift bag, and then it's probably going to bottom out.
Yeah,
I could get a pack of 3 bags from Joann's for about $4 a piece.
And then you can Cricut them?
And then I Cricut them. And I'll put in a picture. I'm going to blur out the names. So I'll put in a picture of what I did. But it's a Doodle file of teacher things
cute.
That I found I found it for free on Pinterest. I'll leave it linked down below. And so I put that on there along with like their name. And then I got them fabric markers so they can color in the doodles. Oh,
cute. That's like a nice stress relief. I love coloring.
And I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, I'm just gonna be extra. So we did that.
I mean, never to forget to turn in money. Whew, nope. Just kidding.
And again, like it's not expected, but it is appreciated when you kind of appreciate your teachers and the people taking care of your child for like 8 hours a day.
That's the only problem being a sub.
Yeah, you don't get any appreciation.
It's okay though. I enjoy it.
Anyways, do you have any? No, you said you didn't have any finished.
I did not finish anything except books, which we'll talk about later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it at the end. I finished my son's Gengar. It's not cute. I think it's kind of freaky.
It is ugly as heck.
It looks like Gengar.
It does,
and
he is ugly. I don't like it.
He is a scary Pokemon.
That would freak me out. Like,
I have a scarier one.
I'm sure.
My son loves Pokemon. He's obsessed. He's obsessed with watching this guy on Roku Kids play Pokemon Quest. He's obsessed with it. He watches it like anytime he can, whenever I let him.
I think I like to watch people play video games. Before it was cool because I would sit and watch my cousin play The Sims for hours on end.
I mean, it's fine. I watch it with him. We make sure it was age appropriate for him. He's going to be 6 next month. So he's still little. We made sure it was appropriate, and yeah, he really likes it. So he loves Pokemon. So I made him that, and because I made him something, I'm making my daughter something. But I'll talk about that when I talk about whips. I should have had another finished object. I wrote out my schedule to get my knitting done and have it done for today. But I'm going to let Stephanie talk. I'm going to leave you guys with a cliffhanger. And I'm going to let Stephanie talk about her whip first.
All right. So I have made progress on my baby blanket.
I love that.
So I got I think maybe 1 or 2 more lines in since last time we recorded. Because you only gave me 2 weeks, and I'm like, I go through things. I know, but I feel like there had been a chunk where it was longer. But I go through these things where I'm like, I don't touch anything, and then all of a sudden I'll just 2 hours I'll just sit and I'll
just work on
something. But lately when I've been home, my daughter and I try to get through school pretty quick because she's been obsessed with the Nancy Drew games. We've been playing through those because after
computer games.
No, after 4 years and their last one was crap. They're coming out with a new one.
Oh, they are?
Which is why I'm like, okay. And I'm like,
play this.
And it's computer skills and problem solving. And
I remember, so when we were preteens, teens?
I remember getting it for like a 12th birthday.
We were like preteens.
I think it's like their ages 10 and up.
We had these computer games, like way back in the day when you had to have like the disc and everything. We're old. And I remember like you would sit there for hours playing it, and anytime I'm like, oh, can I play too? You'd be like, no, get away from me.
I know, I have to like, because I now give her my laptop because like I have the trackpad, the touchscreen, and a mouse. So I'm like, okay, you have lots of options. Like this is kids nowadays use computers a lot. Like it's good practice and it's like patience too. Because I'm like, do you want mom to do it? No, I got it. Okay.
Can you just let mom do it, please?
Okay. You can do it. As I want to take control, but I'm like, but she's really enjoying it. She likes the story. She actually has listened to a couple of the books, and nice. Her grandma got her a couple of chapter books because she's starting to read and refuses to like read age appropriate books. Instead, she jumps right to chapter books.
Wonder where she got that from.
But yeah, so we've been doing that instead.
That's awesome. Oh, that's so good for her.
My next whip is still my sock, guys. I've not given up, although Sam did rip like
I had she knit the heel, and we started the gusset decreases, and I had to rip back too when we picked up the gusset stitches.
Yeah, I was really I was so confused on what decreasing actually was and like where to put it.
I tried.
You did, and
it's hard because we have such a limited time together right now.
And every time, like, so unless she's doing this at night when I'm like, I worked all day, I have to work tomorrow, I'm exhausted. At like 10 o'clock at night, I'm like, I don't want to listen to you. Then it's like chaos with kids. And usually because at that point, there's 6 of that? 7. Like if Brooklyn's there.
Oh, yeah, if Brooklyn's there, yeah.
And then, because I don't pull it out right away or like sometimes. So, but finally I sat down and I watched, who does like the Crazy Sock Lady does all the tutorials.
Yeah, she does.
So I watched hers on the Magic Loop and I'm like, oh. Okay, because was able to watch it and read the transcript, and that's finally where it's like, okay, now I get it. I do decreases, then a full round of nothing, and then more decreases.
Which I've tried to explain to her. I've even like wrote it down. But sometimes you just need somebody else.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's like when I tell my husband anything, and then like 3 weeks later, he's like, oh, did you ever? Yeah, 3 weeks ago. Thank you. So I get it. I'm sorry. I tried. Okay. But yeah, that was in like when I was at home and I was able to like quiet, and I was quiet and not worried about kids running around. So yeah, this is my sock still. She did give me this nifty little stitch marker, Tower of Terror on it.
That was from Fangirl Fibers.
Oh, I love Fangirl Fiber stuff. Mainly because everything she likes, I like.
She's a fangirl.
I know, but it's all like the book series and
So she is announcing her advents very soon, and they're going to go on sale next month.
Are you buying them? I'm
going to buy one of her advents. She usually does a Disney one, so whatever. I don't even care what it is. Like whatever Disney one she does, I will be buying.
See, and I'm like, I wish I knit better because she does a lot of the book stuff I like. Where I'm like, oh.
And then I was going to bring those. So for the past 2 months, I just got my second one. I've been getting her Disney attraction mystery yarns. Because I have ideas with what I want to do with the yarn. But I mean, it's not like I dye yarn or anything. I'm just not.
Well, and it's just interesting to see everybody else's take on something the
first one I got was Living with the Land. It was like a really green skein of yarn for like the flowers and stuff. But like I was thinking like when you go through into like where they have like the garden, like where they're growing things like hydroponically and like in the land, it's much more of like a sandy.
Oh, sure.
So I would have picked up like the sandy colors and then like thrown in like green and like the sandy.
Yeah. Well, it's very white too. Like that's what I picture. I'd be like white with a couple splashes of green here and there, or like red for the tomatoes.
That's just something I love about dyeing. Like if you give like 10 different dyers the same picture, the same inspiration picture, none of them are gonna look the same.
Yeah.
Like they're just not. Everyone's gonna have a different focal point of what they see and what stands out to them.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting. And then the one that she that I got for this. The way she does things, I don't quite understand. It's like you pay for your month and then she ships it by the end of the month. But like I'm not sure if that was from the month before. If that's I don't know. So the other one I got, she did the Matterhorn.
Oh, okay.
From Disneyland.
Yes.
So we don't have the Matterhorn in. I'm saying we don't have it in Florida. It's just that's where we go. We go to the Florida one. We go to Disney World. So that is like my home park.
I've never been to Disneyland. My husband has
never been
once.
to Disneyland either.
I don't know. I don't
really want to go.
I don't love.
I kind of want to, but like
it's busy.
Not though. Like Disney World is.
No. I just mean like the surrounding area.
Oh, okay.
Like where I feel like Magic Kingdom, you kind of escape that. Like you go into
the Disney bubble.
Yes.
So anyways, I did the Matterhorn, and it is a white, very lightly speckled skein.
Okay.
And see, I would have picked up like the brown from the mountain with the white, or maybe the gray from the Yeti.
Oh, I done gray.
So it's really interesting to then be like, what would I have done? Not that I can ever like create what I have in my mind.
I just throw things on yarn and call it a day.
But, okay, so anyways, I'm gonna start talking about my whips.
Yeah, those were my two whips.
Not that I'm done fangirling over Fangirl Fibers. I do love her stuff. Oh, did you see her? She just did a pre-order for her Halloween, her Mickey Mouse Halloween collection.
I did. And I was like,
I like those. I did not get them, but I do like them. Okay, so I'll show you. Yeah, I'll show you my sock. The one that's the wrong sock. That's a different sock. All right, so this is in a bag by Stitching Plaza. It's my Disney Reels bag with the popcorn top. That's the inside. I love it.
Oh, should I say who this one's by?
Oh, sure.
It's by my aunt. I do love. Now that I have project bags, I love them so much because I can take them to work.
So this is my sock. This is on a colorway that Stephanie dyed for me. It is on our DK base, which is 100% Super Rush Merino. I finished my gusset decreases and I'm on my foot.
Sorry, guys. I'll get there eventually.
Okay. I don't have anything small and portable that I can just like take with me and just work on. My other sock I'm working on, which I'll show you in a minute, is a pattern. And I needed something to knit on that was stuck in it, which is why I got farther than I was going to.
It's okay. And I should have been further, except
no, you're still learning. Okay, so I will talk about my other socks. I have one done. So these are my Crunkled Socks.
That's adorable.
This is a pattern from Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And this is on our Tinkerbell.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
Right? It's so cute.
Like,
I'm not sure how I feel about the purple, but...
Oh, I love it.
But
it's so...
and that is being kept in our Tinkerbell bag.
Because I
did a collaboration with Stitching Plaza.
Oh, it totally matches. I think it's adorable. I love that way that knit up.
Yeah, so I have one. And I have my little ghosty stitch marker on there. I don't know why. I just thought it was cute and I wanted something.
I do like stitch markers.
And I started my second sock. I'm almost done with the cuff.
I love the bubblies on this. It's so cute.
Too. And it's not knit up the way that I thought it was knit up. So I thought I could kind of find out, like, I had a different pattern with a very similar, I didn't do my ends yet. So I had another sock pattern that had a very similar like bubbly effect, and it's not the same. And I thought it was, and I'm really glad I got this one. So I knit these on a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle, 9-inch circulars, which is my preferred method.
So can I ask, what kind of shoes would you wear with that?
My tennis shoes.
Wouldn't it irritate you?
No.
Oh, my feet.
My feet don't really get sweaty though.
Lucky you.
And I like to wear socks around my house too. Like I
would wear them like as slippers.
I don't like having bare feet, but if I wear these in the house, I have to wear them with my slippers.
Oh.
Why? I don't know. I put holes in my socks pretty easily, so I like to wear them with slippers.
Gotcha.
I do have fake Birkenstocks.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so that you could do.
They're from Skechers. They're fake Birkenstocks.
Okay, so that makes sense. I was like, no one's gonna see your cool patterning.
Yeah. You can do that. Or I just wear them with my sneakers. And I wear them out places.
No, I don't really wear sneakers out.
Oh, I do. All right. So let's do 2 socklets.
Cute.
So this is I should have had this done, but I ran out of yarn. So this is my daughter's Sibling Sweater. The pattern is from Penrose Knits. And I know why I ran out of yarn, but this is it. I was almost done.
Oh, wow. Did you lengthen something?
So when I originally bought the yarn, I measured her and I was going to knit her the size 3/4. And then I was reading what she did, and so her daughter is 3.5, and so is mine. And she knit her daughter with the same chest circumference as my daughter, a size 5'6", knowing that they can't wear them till fall.
Yeah.
And then so I went up a size, and then I stopped the length early. Oh yeah, I'm thinking about redoing my bottom hem. I'll talk about that in a second. But I ended up knitting the width size of the 5'6", and then the length of the 3/4. And then, so I did the split hem at the bottom, but my back split hem, I must have had a tighter tension because this one should be longer, and it's not. The one in the back, it should be wider, and it cinches in too much.
Oh, gotcha.
So I was debating trying to block it out, or if I should just reknit it. And then the other modification I made was on the sleeve. I kind of knew I was going to run out of yarn. I was like, might as well just run out of yarn. So I did a balloon sleeve. So I did one decrease after I picked up my stitches, and then I just knit straight. And then I did a rapid decrease one round before I did the cuff. And it looks so cute on her. We did try it on. And it's adorable. But I had to order more yarn because I ran out of the purple. So I knit this out of the Swish DK from Knit Picks, which is 100% Superwash Merino, in Haze Heather and Squirrel Heather.
Yeah, she's definitely hopefully not be able to wear it anytime soon. I think it's early.
No, it's going to be down in the 50s again. But my yarn will not come in time for that.
Oh, okay.
But I'm thinking, like if we
The
do
summer nights.
like a bonfire or something at night.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
That would be nice.
She cold like you?
Yes, she is cold like me.
So you can tell the difference. She's got this giant sweater. I got a t-shirt on.
It's pretty warm though. I'm not gonna lie.
I know.
What else was it? Yeah, so I ended up ordering another ball of yarn from Knit Picks, and while I was there, I ordered more yarn because I was gonna pay the same amount in shipping that I was for the ball of yarn.
So might as well just get more.
So I didn't. I did not buy enough yarn for free shipping. I did think about it, but then I'm like, every pattern that I was like picking out that I wanted to knit, I had yarns that we dye in mind for it, and I'm like, I don't want to spend the money to do that. I really wanted it in this color. I'm not seeing it in this color, and I can dye this color, and I have the yarn. But so I knit an everyday sweater by Drea Renee. What is it? Andrea Mowry. It was one of her pens. Her everyday, what is it? Oh, I can't think of it. But I already have the sweater I knit, and I had 4 leftover 50 grams.
Oh, sure.
Of it. And so my ranunculus that I knit not that long ago, I don't like it. I tried wearing it, and I don't like the fit. I don't like the way it feels on me. I think it's the yarn. I don't like it.
Oh.
So I bought myself 2 or 3 more 50-gram balls. The other yarn, the Wool of the Andes yarn, and I'm going to knit a bigger, more...
Is that your purpley one?
Yeah, that's the,
That was so soft.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
The ranunculus?
No, what's that one?
That one I knit out of the Lion Brand's True Blue yarn. It was that shiny one.
Yeah, the purple one, right?
It was like a pink. Like a pinky purple.
I see more purple.
I saw more pink in it.
Whatever.
I don't like the way I think it's the shininess of it, or it was too tight. Oh. I don't like the way it fits. I don't like the way it looks on me, and I'm really uncomfortable in it. So sure. I am going to rip it out. And I found a crochet top pattern that uses that yarn that I really like. So I'll insert a picture of it here because I don't remember anything about the pattern except for that she has a free version on her blog, or you can pay $3.50 for a print version. And I think I'm going to try to knit that, not anytime soon. But I'm not knit. Crochet. But I think I'm going to try to crochet it with that yarn because I do want to use that yarn. And then I'm going to knit a ranunculus out of the yarn that I had left over from my first sweater. So it works out. It worked out. It did.
Oh man,
Okay.
you hated that yarn and you like struggled so much with
I
it.
did. I think it might be easier for me to crochet with because I've been crocheting more consistently than I have knitting. So I learned how to knit and crochet. I think it's been 11 years now.
I find crocheting way easier. Actually, I was talking, oddly enough, I was at my daughter's gymnastic class. One of the little, like the younger teachers, she's like, "Oh, are you knitting?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "I only crochet. Knitting is not forgiving." I'm like, "Yeah, I ripped this thing out 25 times."
Okay, so my grandma, not the grandma who taught us how to pour drinks, our other grandma taught me how to knit. And so I was knitting along needles, and it would hurt my forearm, like it would hurt my arms, it hurt my wrists, and so I learned how to crochet because I'm like, that way it just kind of hangs, and I've got to worry about one hook and one stitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned how to crochet, and I made a blanket, a very ugly blanket, but that was fine. I made a blanket knitting, and then I switched over to crochet until about 3 years ago. And then she had a friend who was looking for a knitting friend, and she told her that I knit. So she got me a sock set and my first pair of sock needles. And I was like, well, now I got to learn how to knit again.
That's Amanda. She has her own YouTube channel
so
too now.
Her own YouTube channel. She's great. I watched her out. She's got 2 episodes out.
I'll look at her.
It's not This Little Mama Knits, which is her Instagram name.
I'll look it up because that's what I do.
I think it's just Little Mama Knits, maybe. We're gonna look this up.
Yep.
Yeah, so she's Little Mama Knits on YouTube, so you can check her out. But she's the one who reintroduced me into knitting, and then because I was like, oh, now I gotta learn how to do this again, and I got hooked after that.
One day we should list all the crafts you've like purchased copious amount of things for.
I can't even. Think
it's hysterical. It is so funny.
I like to try a little bit of everything. But there's things that I still use every so often. It's just trying to buy the materials to make it.
You gotta pick one.
Yeah, it's a lot when you're trying to do a lot. But there are some things that I do have, like screen printing. I still do like that. So I did those with our vacation shirts.
Yeah, well, those are cute.
So I use screen printing for that, and then I use that for other things as well, for like t-shirts and stuff, because I like the way that the paint sits on a shirt better than vinyl. And I just used my Cricut to do vinyl. So I'm making stickers for my husband is a self-employed contractor, and so he's got his own company name. So we did vinyl for his logo, and then he's been labeling his tools with it. And then I'm using that to make the bags.
Yeah, Cricut seems like useful. There's some other of your other hobbies that have not been as useful.
Maybe one day I'm going to talk about my next wood though that I'm working on. Because
got 20 million things going. Yeah,
I know it's too many, and obviously I'm overwhelmed, and I'm hoping not to have this many whips again. So this is my rocket tee from Tanis the Valley, or Tanis Fiber Arts, and I'm knitting this out of our Bear sock yarn, which is 75/25 super wash merino nylon, and then this is our mohair in the color EOW, which is end of a watch. It was a fundraiser yarn that we sold earlier this year. And that's on our mohair base, which is a 72% mohair, 28% silk.
It's so soft.
And I'm knitting it on a size 5. I am knitting the size 5. I think it's the size 5 or the size large. And I love it. I really like it, but I'm not going to lie. I haven't wanted to work on it.
That's okay.
I think it's just because like it's a lot of stitches, and I feel like I can knit on this for like an hour, and I haven't made that much progress. So I'm like, I just want something that is.
Are you just knitting?
Yeah, I'm just knitting.
Just like knit stitches all the way around?
Yeah, just knitting in the round.
Oh, which is fine. Find that relaxing.
I don't like the mohair. I don't like working with mohair. No, I do. It's fine. But this morning my daughters got a hold of it, and they ripped it.
Oh
no! They got really tangled around them, and they broke my yarn. So it was my fault. I should not have left it out. And it was it was really fuzzy, so they wanted to feel it. My son likes to feel like he's very sensitive. Is that the right word for that?
Sure.
And he likes He likes things that are soft.
Well, no, let's be real here. Every time we went to the craft show,
That's true. People just touch the mohair.
Like there's a the Instagram reel about people you'll see at a craft show. It was really funny because a lot of those things are like, yeah.
So that is my. No, it's not my last rope. I've got one more knit or whip that is crocheted.
Is that 5?
So, it's a lot. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So because I knit my son a Gengar, my daughter wanted a Jigglypuff, and I was not expecting it to be this big, but it is.
That's gonna be awesome and so soft.
This is the beginning of a Jigglypuff that I'm making for my daughter Nora. Not that she has any idea who Jigglypuff is. We had to look up what the power was, and apparently if you stare into Jigglypuff's eyes, it makes you go to sleep.
Oh, I could
and she
use one of
wanted
those.
this as a snuggly to go to bed with.
Oh, cute.
That works.
I love the yarn.
I am using Yarn Bee. Oh, Baby Bee. Snugs and Kisses in Cozy Rosy. It's a blanket yarn. Not a blanket yarn. It is. It's a baby blanket yarn. It is a super bulky. And I'm crocheting that on a size. Not that one. That is way too small. On an L. Or 8 millimeter. It's going to be huge, but I'm all done with my increases right now. I'm just working on lengthening it, and then I'll start the decreases. And this is like the main thing that you crochet, and then it's just like arms, legs, and then the swirl. And then I was going to ask Brooklyn if I already told her, I already asked her if she could do the eyes like she did Gengar's. So she's going to do that for me. That is all of my whips. And it is way too many, and I get stuck when I have so many whips. I'm like, I don't know what to work on. Because then I feel like I've been knitting all day long and I haven't made any progress because I have nothing done.
Yeah, that's why I have 2 whips right now, and that's content. I take one to work with me. The other one is my watching TV. But sometimes
I was this close. I was this close to casting on a vanilla sock because I just needed something I could just knit, and I could see it grow.
What about your little bumpy sock?
I don't know why. I think it's because of the pattern repeats. Like, I just wanted something I didn't have to look at or think about.
Oh, sure.
And you have to change your patterning in that. Like, it's knit and pearls. And I wanted just something that was knit.
Is that all this is? Those little bumps are pearls?
Yeah, they're pearls.
Oh, fun. I love purling. You hate purling, though. That's the problem.
No, I don't hate it. It's fine. It's just, if I'm doing, like, a long row of pearls, I don't enjoy that very much. But doing that sock, it's really easy. I do highly recommend that pattern. It's great. What would I recommend? I think you would like the String of Lights pattern from Sock Grocery. When you're done with that
one thing before
and you can knit a fingering weight sock. That'll be the first pattern I recommend for a fingering weight sock.
Okay.
I do love that pattern. I haven't knit that one before. What else? Okay, so now we have to talk about our giveaway.
Okay.
Because we hit 100 subscribers.
So thank you, everyone who watches us ramble on.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
So we're going to do a giveaway.
So we're really excited about this. This
we
is kind of
also
fun.
Are celebrating 2 years of our Etsy shop.
So, yeah, it's been, last week was our 2-year anniversary?
I think so.
I don't know.
It was this month.
Yeah.
It was in May.
So it'll May. Yeah. Should I show them?
Go for it.
So these are the colorways we're giving away. So
these are our original colors.
Just say if you've been with us.
3.
So this was our one that was inspired by the castle in the Magic Kingdom.
I don't even remember what we named it.
I don't remember what we named it. I know this one. This is Jungle Cruise.
No, it's not.
Oh. Tree of Life?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we had Tree of Life and Tree Bark.
Yes, Tree of Life. Sorry. My bad.
What did we name it? We named it something castle.
Dreams Come True.
No, that was the name of the mini that we did with it.
I got nothing for you then. This was our Epcot one. And so these are all on our DK weight. So
yes, because we're knitting DK weight socks.
So this
we'll probably be able to ship this to you and you can knit with us. Catch up in no time.
You'll be able to finish your sock.
Before we do.
Before I finish one. You'll finish 2 socks before my one. It's okay. I don't feel bad.
So what do we want to do? So we're going to think about this right now because that's what we do. Do you want to do one giveaway for all three, or do you want to do 3 giveaways?
Oh, that's hard.
I do love this colorway. I knit my husband a pair of socks out of it.
I like that one.
I like it.
I like this. Actually, I like this one. This one is super fun. Super fun to dye up.
He doesn't get any more socks.
Let's see.
He told me not to. It's totally fine.
Oh, I love my knit socks. They're so comfy, and my feet do not sweat in them.
He doesn't like the feel of it. He can't get used to, I think, the pearl bumps on the bottom of his foot, and so I kept trying to knit for him. I made him 2, 3. I've made him 3 pairs of socks, I think.
Oh,
and
that's
so
so sad.
He was like, and I was asking him like, "Oh, do you like this color? Do you want me to make you a pair of socks?" He's like, "Don't." And it wasn't mean. No, it wasn't mean.
I know.
Like, he could see. He knows how much time it takes me to knit, and he knows I enjoy it. But he's like, "I'm not gonna wear it." He's like, "Make something you want that will actually be used." Fine. I was like, "Well, if you ever find anything, like, let me know." So I keep showing him like sweater patterns now because he'll wear a sweater.
I keep looking at crochet.
It's like, Sam, stop.
Sweater patterns. So I was like, I think I can do that.
Our giveaway.
All right. I don't know. Probably should have decided this before.
We probably should. I'm thinking 3.
3 separate giveaways?
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
So if you want to be entered in the giveaway, you have to comment down below using, let's pick a word. Pick a word. That way we can help filter.
Just let them comment.
Fine, just comment.
Just comment, and if you like say something that looks like a bot, I'll just delete it.
So comment down below. We will be picking our winners in 2 weeks or 4 weeks.
Let's do 4 weeks.
Okay, we're gonna do 4 weeks. It has to be on this video though, not the next one.
We should have a question though. They can answer a question.
Yeah, they could answer a question. Favorite Disney attraction?
Sure, I like that one. Let's do attraction. Stop thinking about food, man.
We just filmed our. Oh, it was fun. We just filmed our cooking show episode for next week. It's fun. It's a good time. Be sure to check it out.
I was sipping on it.
I mean, they already know what we made. So we made the hippopotami. It's an interesting episode.
We had maybe half the ingredients.
The correct.
We substituted a lot. Correct. So I will not, rate that the actual drink because I liked it. I liked it, but I cannot give an honest review and say because people do that. I've seen it on Pinterest. Where I'm like looking at the reviews, like I swapped this and swapped this and swapped this.
So I was with my mom today and we were shopping and I was telling her about these recipes that I keep finding. I was like, I'll just go look on Pinterest and I'll scroll down to like the reviews to see how good they are. I was like, but then again, people are like, well, I didn't have this ingredient or this ingredient. And so I totally used this random one and this recipe was terrible. It's like, damn, you didn't even make the recipe.
So I thought as we were making it, I was like, ooh, we can't tell people if this is good or bad.
Which we totally didn't.
I was like, I think it tastes good, but it was fun. Okay, so yes, favorite Disney attraction, not food. I mean, if you comment food, I'll accept it too. But attraction.
We're picking 3 different winners. You'll have 2 weeks to contact us.
First come, first serve. You can pick your color.
Sure.
No, whoever contacts us first, when they're the winners.
We will email them back. So we will give you all those good information next week when we draw the winners. But these are the colors.
We're drawing it in 4 weeks. Crazy head.
4 weeks. I did not drink the drink.
I did, but that's not why I'm laughing.
She made it. She had fun. That's all
I
that
did.
matters. And I had fun.
It's great. I poured great.
Poured like grandma. Okay. All right.
Things happen. Okay, guys.
So thank you guys so much again for subscribing.
Hey,
we are so excited.
We're not even done yet. We haven't done our book reviews.
I know, we will. It's
Oh, you're thanking them as I was like, we're ending the episode?
I was thanking them for subscribing.
Oh yeah, thanks for subscribing.
We're at 101, I think the last time I checked.
No, we jumped back down.
Oh, we're at
100. We're at 100 solid though.
Bot. fine.
Or people just didn't like us.
I mean, that's always a possibility.
But we didn't post a video from that point until the other points. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. Things happen.
So it's super fun, though. One of the YouTube bloggers I watched for Disney World, he just hit 1 million. So JoJo's World.
Guys, that's our goal. Next giveaway, 1 million subscribers.
He's really fun. Anyway, so he's like all celebrating his 1 million subscribers. I'm like, I got 100.
Hey, it is a milestone. And YouTube sent us an email.
They did?
Or like a notification saying you hit your 100th subscriber.
I didn't even know. I don't check our email.
I know, I do.
I sometimes do. I check I check Etsy once.
Well, yeah, because you have to dye them, and then I still screenshot you.
If you guys are only here for yarn and knitting, crocheting related content,
I'm sorry.
Thank you so much for watching. We are going to ramble about books for a little bit. So Stephanie, what have you been reading?
Oh, can we talk about Brooklyn Shop first
Just kidding,
before we go into our book review, because that's really rambly.
That is.
But our sister-in-law opened up her Etsy shop.
Yeah.
So it's Brooklyn's. No, it's
Cozy Crafts.
Brooks Cozy.
Brooks Cozy Crafts. We will have her linked right below our Etsy shop.
Yes. So she
makes the cutest little amigurumis. They're adorable.
They are so
and
cute.
I love them.
So, yes.
Check her out. Favorite her shop. Favorite her items.
She's got some cute little dinosaurs.
She does have really cute dinosaurs.
So if you hate...
Were they all dinosaurs?
No. I did... The ones that I was looking at were dinosaurs. They may all be dinosaurs. I don't know.
Are they all dinosaurs?
No, I didn't think so. Hold on, guys.
I thought they were.
Maybe they are. Oh, yep. Oh, dinos.
Yeah, they're dinosaurs. They are.
There's a pterodactyl one.
Yes, it's adorable.
Gosh, it's so cute. I'm going to show it to you. It's that's going to get a terrible glare, but it's adorable.
It's so cute.
It's got little wings. I love the little wings. I also love that they don't have like smiles. Like
they don't. Yeah, they just have the eyes.
I feel like that's so much cuter.
The eyes are really expressive too.
I know. I feel like it's so much cuter because the smiles make them look weird. So I like it. Okay, so yes, that is all of our yarn related crafting. So if you don't want to hear me ramble about the million of books, because I have a book list as much as like probably as long as her whips right now.
It's longer than I'll talk about my books then.
Okay, Sam.
I finished 2 towers. Finished the
Awesome.
second Lord of the Rings book, and I am almost done with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I listen to audiobooks. I do not read. I don't enjoy reading.
Oh, I love reading.
So I listen to audiobooks. You can go talk about your books now. That's it. That's all I'm reading.
Harry Potter. Okay. Well, good.
I mean, I like this. So I made it through the second Lord of the Rings book. How they chunked it up with the 3 books. I don't know if I liked that, but I really don't. I couldn't think of another way that they could do it.
Sure.
But trying to tell like the 3 different stories at the same time. It seemed to drag on a little bit for me. I like the first book better.
Sure. I have never read any of the Lord of the Rings. I watched all the movies in one sitting, so I have no idea what actually happened.
So much better.
The names are what?
Because I'm listening to. I watch the movies and then I read the books. That's just how I work.
That's fine.
But then I'm like, wait a minute. This whole entire storyline was in the movie and it's not in the book.
So
what?
Maddie and I would do that, or we would do that with our 6-year-old when we were reading through the Harry Potter books with her. We're through book, I think book 2. We've like she's listened through book 4 because she'll listen to the audiobook. She'll be like, "Daddy, can we listen to Harry Potter today?" We just listen to the audiobooks. So it's great, but then we'll watch the movie, and for a while, I was like, let's make this educational, and let's compare it, because
compare and contrast.
Yeah, so she would be like, that wasn't in the book? And you're like, and obviously you miss so much if you don't read the books.
Yeah, there's
compared
so
to the
much
movies.
more details in the books. Oh, for the Lord of the Rings, that famous line, like, you shall not pass, is not in the book. It is a different line in the book.
Oh, that's funny.
And so I had to look it up. Because like I would go back and I would listen to it. I'm like, wait a minute.
That line is supposed to be somewhere else.
I'm like, no. I'm like, that's not what he said in the movie. This is like the huge line.
Yeah, it's really funny.
And it's not in the book. And so like I looked it up on, I think it was Reddit. I finally got it too. They're like, it's semantics. That means the same thing. And I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like that is like the one line that everybody knows that. Like everybody and their mother will quote this line from Lord of the Rings.
I've seen it in so many like shows that I've watched.
Right. And it's not in the book.
That's really funny. It's only from the movie.
Again, I did look it up, and it is not in the book.
Disappointing.
I mean, he says like the same thing. It's just worded differently, and I cannot remember.
But it's not as cool then.
No.
You shall not pass makes it sound super cool.
I think it's will not.
Oh, you will not pass?
Is it will not? I don't know. I'll have to look it up now. No, I don't remember. But yeah, it's not. Anyways, okay, that's my little.
And you're reading The Sorcerer's Stone?
Yes, Sorcerer's Stone.
That's a nice, easy read, though.
Well, I wanted to listen to it with my kids in the car.
Oh, yeah.
And then my son didn't care.
It takes a while to get into audiobooks. It took me forever.
You know, that's fine. So I think he would like, so I know you guys have like the more kid picture book kind of.
Yeah, they're great.
I think he'd like that.
Yeah.
So we might try that one. Because when the show comes out, like I would let him watch the show.
Oh, sure.
Because it's going to kind of grow with him then. Which is how Harry Potter was for not us growing up, but a lot of other people. I did not watch Harry Potter until I met my husband about, oh man, we've been married for a long time now. 8 years ago? We watched them all.
I read all the Harry Potter books on the bus to and from college, so.
My mom did not allow us to watch Harry Potter.
And now she just won't because my husband quoted it every time she turned it on.
We were talking about it. She can't get into it. So she tried reading the first book, apparently. Or no, she tried watching it. And reading or watching? I can't remember. But she can't get past the Dursleys.
Because they're terrible. They are terrible in the first book. Like,
yeah.
Like, they may be bad in the movies, but they're awful in the book.
And because as we were listening to it, I'm like, okay, I'm already 4 hours into this 8-hour book, and he's still with the Dursleys.
Yeah, it is. I feel like that part is drawn out.
And so she's like, I can't get past it. And I'm like, I understand that.
Yeah, that part's boring.
I get it.
But I'm excited for the show.
I'm very excited for the show. And so I'm thinking if we read the first book and then we watch the show, just I don't even know when it's coming out. Like, I haven't even heard anything about it. I don't even know if they started filming it or if they just announced it.
Yeah, because didn't they still didn't know because somebody had said Tom Felton was coming back to play the dad.
Lucius.
And I was like, oh my 6-year-old's in love with Draco Malfoy. And I'm like, so when a while ago they had I downloaded TikTok just to show her this TikTok video because he was live going through someplace in England for an anniversary, and I was like, so she sat there with the phone for a good half an hour just watching this kind of walk through, and I was like, so okay, you're your father's child because I couldn't care less about this. Yeah. I'm like, this is boring me.
She's really cute. Anyways, okay, your books because I have to go home. We've been recording for 45 minutes now. So.
Well, it's been an hour and a half if you count our drink mayhem. So I finished the Tiger's Curse series. So it was really, really good. It is a young adult series. There is no smut in it. But the romantic scenes they're very beautiful. I was reading the last book when I was working and I almost started crying and I was like, ooh, not a good idea. Not the last book. Technically it's the last book. So I finished up The Tiger's Dream, which was an 800-page book. Very, very long, but it was good. I liked the way it tied all the story together. It kind of went back through all the books that I had already read. And then today it was a little 100-page novella that I just read through very fast on my prep period. So finished that
100-page book.
Oh,
so quickly.
Yeah, it was. Well, it's small. It's not even a full book. It's it's cute.
It's a cute little book.
So I read that, and that kind of goes through before everything started, and just the way that she connected everything through time with the Tiger's Dream book was amazing, and because she goes back through and shows how I don't know, it's just really interesting. I'm not going to give it away. Spoilers. It'll be spoilers about the book, but it's really good. I am 99% done with.
Our mic's turned off.
Oh, my mic's so loud.
Okay, yours is still on. You're good. My mic's turned off.
Okay, so my mic's still on, so I get to ramble. I am 99% of the way finished with The Lying Game by Ruth Ware. So that one was interesting. It's a mystery.
Ooh, fun.
I'll
have to listen to back one.
She's British. She's British. Let's see. I started Verity by another Colleen, but I don't remember the last name. Oh, Hoover. Colleen Hoover. Super famous book. Just started the first chapter today.
I've never heard of it.
I don't know anything. All I know it's about a author who has now been asked to write for somebody else's wife because she can no longer do it. So that's as far as I've gotten into the book. Let's see. I downloaded another audiobook because I'm almost done with the one I'm reading, and that's a Stephen King novel, but I don't remember which one because I was just looking for books that were available on Libby. And then I'm reading From Blood and Ash, which is a more of a vampiric kind of.
I feel like I've heard of it.
I mentioned it last time.
Okay, that's why I heard of it.
I don't know. I've liked it so far. I'm about 70% of the way through it. Let's see. I have a bunch of other books that I've started that I don't want to mention because I'm just probably not going to pick them up until I finish some of the other ones. I need to finish the Verity one because that belongs to my cousin. I've had it for about 3 months now. I'm going to see her sometime in the next couple of weeks. And I'm like, she gave me like 3 books to read. And I'm like, oh, I should finish at least one of them. But I also really wanted to finish up a series because I couldn't move on until I finished that up and finished the storyline. So that's done now. And I think that's all.
So I've been sending her a quart of Thorns and Roses, like reels from Instagram, and now that's all that is on my Instagram reels is that.
Okay, so I like that, but there's other books out there that
I know,
exist.
I don't want it. I keep scrolling past them hoping that they'll go away.
I get it.
But because I sent it to you, now it's like, oh, you
well,
like this, pop it up.
Yeah, I probably have sent one back, or I thought about sending one back.
I don't want to see this anymore.
Yeah,
I'm over it.
It gets to be a lot.
There's so much of it. I didn't realize how much there was. I'm really far behind on this.
There's a huge fan base, and she has like 2 other series.
Oh, does she?
Mm-hmm. I have one of the books, but I haven't started it yet. I was like, I want to gotta finish something first. So
what are people talking about with that? Oh, I think they're making a show of it on Hulu, but they're making it PG-13.
Yeah.
And people are mad. Which
I'm fine with. I don't really care about that. Like,
I thought it was cringy to read. Imagine how bad it would be to watch.
I must say that's to me neither here nor there. I don't need to see that.
That she's gonna make it more appropriate.
Well, I think it has to do with her being connected to Disney. I think there was one other. Oh, never mind.
I thought they were making it into a movie, but
no, I think they're making a series.
Yeah.
If it was a movie, there'd be too much stuff to get in. At least after the first one. I feel like after the first one, there's a lot more.
I have no idea. I only read the first one, and by read I mean I listened to.
Do you listen to it? Okay, Did you at least listen to the theatrical one?
I don't know. Okay, so listen to The Lord of the Rings on Libby. It is so good. They do the voices. He's got different voices for all the characters. It is amazing. It's a theatrical one.
Okay.
It is so good. And then going from that one to the Harry Potter one where it is not. And
it's like a British guy?
No, he's not even British.
Oh, you're not even listening to a British guy one?
No. And he's got this really bad accent. Everyone just talks so flat and boring.
Oh, you're listening to the wrong ones then.
I might need to find a different one because it is. But I'm almost done with it.
So then who cares?
For book 2.
Yeah, I would listen to
this. He's just so boring. It's so boring.
Yeah. So I actually want to re-listen to the Court of Roses and Thorns series with the theatrical release because I listened to, I think the second and third ones, I did like a hybrid where I'd read a little bit and then listen to a little bit just so I could get through things.
Because the Lord of the Rings ones are so good. They're so good.
Yeah, I didn't realize I would like it so much when there's so much more than just someone reading, which Imogen Church reads a lot of the Ruth Ware ones, and I actually really like her. She's very expressive. I listened to like 7 of her books.
Yeah,
I love books. I get to go work at the library. It's not going to be tomorrow because this will be released on Friday, so it'll have been on Wednesday. I get to work at the library. That was my son is
starting soccer tomorrow, and by soccer he gets to stay for an hour after school, and they play in the soccer field. And then they have a little like sports ceremony in about 3 weeks.
I would just sit and probably pick the flowers.
I'm kind of worried about that too. Or just run around the field.
Maybe. I'll be tired.
He's got 2 cousins that are in it with him.
Oh,
so because it's K4 through 2nd grade.
Okay.
And so him and his 2 cousins are all going to be together.
If Maddie asked me to play soccer, I'd be like, no.
It's only an hour after school.
No.
What did you need? Oh, he needed shin guards, and that was all he needed. And sneakers, but he has sneakers.
Because you know what I could see my child doing? Going up and kicking somebody in the shin guards just because it's...
Have you met my child?
I have, which is why.
They don't even need to be wearing shin guards.
But I could see her do... Well, Mom, they had guards on. They are fine.
They also do track at the school, too, and they just run around. It's a small school. They just, like, run around the school.
She's in tumbling classes right now at through the rec department, and those are just fine for her. It's 45 minutes. I hear, because I sit outside and wait for her, I hear her talking about bananas a lot. She's a...
Bananas.
Yeah, she goes, "You're a banana." So I don't know how much she's paying attention or just bugging the other little kids around her, but whatever.
You know what? As long as they're not complaining.
No one's complained to me yet, and I literally sit outside.
Whatever.
If somebody didn't like it, they could just tell me. But she's very cute.
She's really cute.
I love her to pieces. And then I think I'm going to try to get I don't know, I have to talk to Lily and see if she wants to do dancing or tumbling, because I could see her doing both. She's got these, like, little hips. They're so cute.
So cute.
She, like, waddles.
I was thinking about putting Nora, my 3-year-old, in dance classes. But I'm also kind of worried that if I try to put her in a dance class and make her do something, that she'll just cry. She's like me. That's how I was when I was little, too.
How dare you enrich my life?
No, I don't want to. She's very, very, very timid. She's really cute.
Oh, she just sits and orders me around.
No, because she knows you. It'll take her a couple weeks. So I was thinking about starting her off with like a parent-child class. And then once she's kind of comfortable, moving her up. Yes, I'm going to go home and go to bed now because it is probably close to 10 o'clock now.
Yeah, it is. And I'm very tired.
And I'm tired.
And I have to work in the morning. Actually, I won't, because then it'll be Saturday, and I will not be working.
Well, today's Tuesday, so I have to wake up and take my kid to school.
I have to work at 7. I have to wake up at 6:15. I don't know.
We'll talk about the rest of this later.
All right.
All right. Thank you guys so much for watching. We made this long again. If you want to enter into our giveaway, leave us a comment down below and answer the question of what is your favorite Disney World attraction, or what do you... If you've never been, what do you think your favorite Disney World attraction would be? What is the one that you've heard most of? I don't know.
What's the one that looks the coolest?
Which one looks nice? I always think Astro Orbiters looks really cool, but then the last time I went in it, I got so dizzy.
I get very dizzy very easily now.
I realized. When was the last time we went? When we went, I think when our oldest were 1, I went on Space Mountain and I got very motion sick on it. Because you can't see anything, you just like jerk.
Space Mountain just freaks me out because it's black.
And then I realized I'm old.
And
I've started keeping BioFreeze in my purse. And then I realized I was really old.
I should for my back, because I
have right here, like, all the time. Okay.
All right. Well, that's the end of our achies.
Our achy oldness. Not that old. Fine.
I'm old. I embrace the old.
I'm old. I'm just not that old.
All right.
My kid told me I was old. That was fun.
I tell the kids at work I'm old because they're like, "How old are you?" I go, "I'm old." That is my response to them.
I'm just old.
I'm old. Sometimes they think I'm young because I got because of my hair.
I'm like, this was my midlife crisis. Okay, guys.
I know. I was like, I don't know if they understand it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
We'll see you next time.
All right. Bye.